And unless you guys want it now, we'll go down 5 miles. It's really nice. And we're going to cut over and do a run called the other way. Do you guys know that one?
Yep.
No? It's very nice. Okay, so let's go.
I'll just scoot right behind her.
You guys want me to give you some tips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm watching you all ski, and you all ski a little differently. But not bad. Not bad. So, slide up this way and I'll give you guys a few tips. I should do it in a sunny spot, so I'll only give you one tip right now. And that's, when you're skiing along, it's important that you feel that you go onto the ball of your foot to turn your skis. Okay, because we turn our skis from the knees down, okay? And you send a message down there to turn, and you want to make sure that you're going onto the ball of the foot and you're turning like this. If you start your turn, if you try to turn flat-footed, you'll eventually go turning like this.
Okay.
And when you do that, your legs get tired. So when you turn on the ball of your foot, it's way easier to stay in balance. Now, most people, when you go onto the ball of your foot inside your ski boots, it'll feel like the heels are lifting inside your boots. Can you feel that? That's okay.
Okay.
Okay? Mostly when you go to buy ski boots, they're always fixated about does your heel lift, does your heel lift?
Yeah.
So you might get the wrong idea that it shouldn't lift, but when you go onto the ball of your foot, it feels like it's lifting. It might only lift the thickness of a piece of paper, but because you're not standing on it, it feels like it's lifting. And that is good. Okay?
All right, thank
That's
you.
it. So tune into the balls of your feet.
Okay.
Now we're going to go around the corner, down here, and then we're going to do a left-hand turn. And I'll stop just along the way there. Might be a little sunny patch there. Okay. Turn left. feel better?
Well, I thought that's what I was doing before, but that's all right.
No, okay.
Okay. But yeah, it's always helpful.
Yeah.
Try not to lean too far forward in these things. He just wants to take off on me.
Leaning forward is not a good idea because you're off balance.
Off balance. Okay.
But you do want to go from the flat to the ball, the flat to the ball.
Okay.
Okay? So when I ski, I always try to be sensitive to what's happening between the ski and the ground. And I find if you've got your arms nice and relaxed, you can tune into the soles of your feet better. If you hold your arms up or if you hold them in front, you get tense across your shoulders and then you don't feel your feet as well. I stopped here because just down there, see where that guy is? Just down there, we're going to go on the right-hand side of a clump of trees, and you need to get into a tuck. And you go over a roll and just tuck down because there's a flat spot afterwards. You want to keep all your speed from the little roll there, okay? So when you see me do a tuck, go for it. Good, let's go.
Nice.
Nice.
Tuck part was fun. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was so much of a...
I know.
I thought I was
That's why I warn people because people they go, oh my God, they. Oh, did you go okay there? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's fun,
I didn't reach 170 kilometers an hour though.
No, you didn't. But that's fun. If I didn't tell you about that, you slowed down there, then you have to walk across the flat.
Very pretty.
Nice,
Lovely
eh?
run.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
look up there. You can see the top of the mountain, and you can see a sort of a flat notch there.
Uh-huh.
We came through there, and then we went across the head wall.
Wow.
That's where we see where there's a person right
Yeah.
there,
Oh, wow.
and that's a run straight down. Is a run called Shoot that we could have done, but you're not ready for that.
That's what you're saying halfway down.
Yeah. Shoot! I shouldn't have come down here. So this run is called the other way. So instead of going down 5 Mile now, you can go the other way.
Yeah, I like that.
And there's a run called Last Chance. And Last Chance, if you take Last Chance, it joins in right where the other way goes down.
Okay.
And if you ski Spillway, which is a black run, but they groom it. It was groomed yesterday. It'll probably get groomed again tonight. And it's really nice. And halfway down Spillway, you can go to the left and just catch the bottom little bit of Last Chance and then come across this way. Nice. You see, we could be going down 5 Mile, but it would be in the shade.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep going down this one all the way. By down here, we'll go a little bit, eventually there's a split. If you go to the right, it goes out to 5 Mile right near the bottom of the elevation chair.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go to the left and we'll follow Homesteader all the way to the bottom. Nice. Okay? See, that sun's warm, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing how different it is in the shade. So have you been on that run before?
I think with you. I think it's the first time I went on it was with you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of people miss it because
Yeah.
they don't go down 5 Mile. So
From
then
the top,
they don't,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the state. You know, all the
Oh, yeah.
interesting little.
All the good spots. We're all here.
Yep.
So as soon as she gets here, we take off so everybody else gets a rest and she doesn't.
I'm fine.
She's all right. She's resting the whole way down.
All righty. Homesteader to the bottom. Homesteader, then home instead.
And what I love is how long all the runs are. Every
I
single
know.
one. It's just.
So let me see, your boots got a lot of flex in them.
I've got a softer tongue. They usually come with these are full tilt, so they have different tongues, flex tongues. So I've got them at a slower flex.
Yeah.
And I do that deliberately because when I'm teaching young kids,
Yeah.
I have to exaggerate flexing with them.
Yeah. Because if your boot isn't flexible, you can't roll over onto the edge.
Right.
It's interesting, eh?
Yeah, I think people often get boots that are way too stiff.
Yeah, nowadays the boots are so much better. There was a period like in the 70s, 80s, 90s where they were just like concrete. They were horrible. And then they had the rear entry boots because they were so
I had one of those.
softy, but that was different too. But if you, I'll show you something interesting. Go like this with your legs. Just wobble the legs. Just wobble them back and forth. And you can feel the flab on the back of your legs. Okay? Now, straighten up your ankles. Try to do the same thing, but wobble your legs. You can't. So when you sink down in the ankles, it's easy to tip and flatten the ski, because that's what we're doing, is tipping and flattening the ski. That motion is coming from, no, it's not like this. It's like this. What? Because if you do this when you ski, you don't get that fine touch on the edge. And on a run like this where there's a lot of easy skiing, if you go onto one foot and press on the bony part of the ball of the foot just behind the big toe and let the ski roll over, the ski will turn by itself. But they have to be shaped for that.
Thanks.
Yours would do it, but it would be a long arc.
Sweet. Yeah.
And ours, see, those skis are made for pivoting, and these ones are made for carving and pivoting. Just down here, you'll see the signpost. That's cut through the woods there. That's called Homesteader. You eventually get to a bit of a narrow spot, and there might be a few pebbles on it, so be careful. But it's really pretty. Okay? I think we either have to go back up to the Crystal Bowl or ski on Sundance.
Sundance,
I'll
all
get
right.
the sun.
It's nice.
How are you guys doing?
Great, good.
Was it fun? Yeah.
They had problems with that chair this morning.
I know. I was on it.
You were on it too?
Yeah.
Let's hope they don't anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all I'm doing for that is tipping it
Apparently
over.
yesterday it
And
was
the more you
down
dip
for about 20 minutes.
The
Yeah.
more the
Were
tighter
you on it
the air.
yesterday too?
Not when it.
You're doing two things when you ski. You still have to create a speed that you know the speed, but on the flatter hills when you want to get faster, it's really a nice feeling. It's kind of fun.
Still on that